What if there was a hidden spiritual law that could change your life? Have you ever felt like there's more to the world than meets the eye? That unseen forces might be shaping our reality in ways we don't fully understand? Today, we're going to explore a fundamental principle of spiritual law that has been hidden from you. This powerful concept has the potential to transform your understanding of life and open up new possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Let's start by understanding what spiritual laws are. Unlike human-made laws that govern our societies, spiritual laws are universal principles that operate on a deeper level of reality. They're not written in any book or enforced by any authority, but they influence every aspect of our existence. These laws are believed to govern the spiritual realm and its interaction with the physical world we live in. The hidden principle we're discussing today is one that has been present throughout human history, yet often goes unnoticed or misunderstood. It's a fundamental law that underlies many spiritual teachings and practices across different cultures and religions. This principle is so profound that it has the power to reshape your perspective on life, relationships, and your place in the universe. Throughout history, we can see traces of this spiritual law in various traditions and belief systems. From ancient wisdom traditions to modern spiritual movements, this principle has been a constant thread, even if it wasn't always explicitly stated. It has influenced philosophy, art, and even scientific thought, although it's often been cloaked in symbolism or hidden within esoteric teachings. In our daily lives, this spiritual law is constantly at work, whether we're aware of it or not. It affects our relationships, our decisions, and even our perception of reality. Think about those moments when you felt a deep sense of connection to something greater than yourself, or when you've experienced seemingly coincidental events that felt meaningful. These could be instances of this hidden principle in action. Many people have misconceptions about this spiritual law. Some might dismiss it as superstition or New Age thinking, while others might overestimate its power, expecting instant miracles without understanding its true nature. It's important to clarify that this principle isn't about magical thinking or bypassing personal responsibility. Instead, it's a subtle yet powerful force that works in harmony with our own efforts and intentions. Understanding and aligning with this spiritual law can bring numerous benefits to your life. It can help you navigate challenges with greater ease, find more meaning in your experiences, and cultivate a deeper sense of peace and purpose. This principle has the potential to improve your relationships, enhance your personal growth, and even positively impact your career and life goals. To apply this spiritual law in your life, you don't need to make drastic changes or adopt complex rituals. It starts with awareness and small, consistent steps. By tuning into this principle and aligning your thoughts and actions with it, you can gradually experience its effects in your life. This might involve developing new habits of mind, practicing mindfulness, or simply approaching your daily experiences with a different perspective. Of course, living in alignment with this spiritual law isn't always easy. You might face challenges or doubts along the way. There may be times when it seems like nothing is changing, or when old patterns of thinking and behaving try to reassert themselves. It's important to remember that working with spiritual principles is a process that requires patience and persistence. The key is to stay committed to your practice and trust in the process, even when results aren't immediately visible. As you begin to live in harmony with this spiritual law, you might notice that its effects extend beyond your personal life. Your actions and energy can have a ripple effect, positively influencing those around you. This principle has the potential to foster greater understanding, compassion, and harmony in our communities and the world at large. By aligning with this law, you're not just changing your own life, but contributing to a broader shift in consciousness. It's also important to understand how this hidden principle fits into the larger framework of spiritual concepts. While we're focusing on one specific law today, it's part of a broader tapestry of spiritual wisdom. This principle interacts with and supports other spiritual ideas and practices. As you explore and apply this law, you might find that it enhances your understanding of other spiritual teachings or practices you're familiar with. The spiritual law we're discussing isn't about quick fixes or surface-level changes. It's about a fundamental shift in how you perceive and interact with the world around you. This principle invites you to look beyond the obvious, to question your assumptions, and to open yourself to new possibilities. It challenges you to see the interconnectedness of all things and to recognize your own role in the grand tapestry of life. One of the beautiful aspects of this spiritual law is its universality. It doesn't require you to subscribe to any particular belief system or religion. People from all walks of life, with diverse backgrounds and beliefs, can benefit from understanding and applying this principle. It's a unifying concept that transcends cultural and religious boundaries, speaking to the common human experience and our shared spiritual nature. As we delve deeper into this principle, it's important to approach it with an open mind and heart. This spiritual law may challenge some of your existing beliefs or ways of thinking. It might ask you to consider perspectives that are different from what you're used to. This is where the real growth happens. By being willing to explore new ideas and question our assumptions, we open ourselves up to profound insights and transformations. This hidden spiritual law also has implications for how we understand consciousness and reality. It suggests that there's more to our existence than what we perceive with our physical senses. This principle points to a deeper level of reality, where thoughts, intentions, and spiritual energies play a significant role. By working with this law, you're not just changing external circumstances, but potentially altering the very fabric of your reality. One of the most empowering aspects of this spiritual law is that it puts you in the driver's seat of your life. While it acknowledges the existence of larger forces at play, it also emphasizes your role in co-creating your reality. This principle teaches that you're not just a passive observer of life, but an active participant in shaping your experiences and the world around you. It's a call to take responsibility for your life while also recognizing the support and guidance available from the spiritual realm. As you begin to work with this spiritual law, you might find that your intuition and inner guidance become stronger. This principle often enhances our connection to our higher selves and the wisdom that resides within us. You might start noticing subtle signs or synchronicities in your life, guiding you towards growth and alignment. Learning to trust and act on this inner wisdom is a key part of working with this spiritual law. This hidden principle also has profound implications for how we understand energy and its role in our lives. It suggests that we're constantly interacting with and influenced by various energies, both seen and unseen. By becoming more aware of these energetic dynamics, you can learn to navigate life with greater ease and effectiveness. This might involve practices like energy clearing, setting intentions, or creating sacred spaces that support your spiritual growth. One of the beautiful things about this spiritual law is that it often leads to a greater sense of connection with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. As you align with this principle, you might find yourself developing more empathy and compassion. You might start to see the underlying unity behind the apparent diversity of life. This can lead to more harmonious relationships and a deeper sense of belonging in the world. This spiritual law also has interesting implications for how we understand time and our life's journey. It often challenges linear notions of time and suggests that our past, present, and future are more interconnected than we might think. This principle can help you release attachment to past events or future outcomes, allowing you to live more fully in the present moment. It can also provide a new perspective on life's challenges, helping you see them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. As we explore this hidden principle, it's important to maintain a balance between faith and critical thinking. While this spiritual law invites us to expand our understanding of reality, it doesn't ask us to abandon reason or common sense. In fact, many people find that the more they work with this principle, the more it aligns with their logical understanding of the world. It's about integrating spiritual wisdom with practical living, creating a holistic approach to life. This spiritual law also has implications for how we approach personal growth and self-improvement. Instead of seeing ourselves as broken and needing to be fixed, this principle often suggests that we're already whole and complete at our core. The journey then becomes about uncovering and expressing our true nature, rather than trying to become something we're not. This can lead to a more self-accepting and joyful approach to personal development. One of the challenges in working with this spiritual law is maintaining consistency in our practice. It's easy to get excited about new spiritual ideas, but the real test comes in applying them day after day, especially when facing life's challenges. This principle often requires us to shift deep-seated habits and beliefs, which takes time and patience. The key is to approach it as a lifelong journey of growth and discovery, rather than a quick fix or temporary solution. This hidden spiritual law also has interesting implications for how we understand success and fulfillment. It often challenges conventional notions of achievement and invites us to define success in more holistic terms. This might involve prioritizing inner peace and alignment over external achievements, or finding ways to contribute to the greater good while pursuing our personal goals. By aligning with this principle, you might discover new sources of motivation and satisfaction in your life. As you work with this spiritual law, you might find that your relationship with nature and the environment changes. This principle often enhances our awareness of the interconnectedness of all life and our place within the natural world. You might develop a deeper appreciation for the beauty and wisdom of nature and feel called to live in greater harmony with the environment. This can lead to lifestyle changes that benefit both personal well-being and planetary health. This hidden principle also has profound implications for how we handle life's challenges and uncertainties. It often provides a broader perspective that can help us navigate difficult times with more grace and resilience. Rather than seeing obstacles as purely negative, this spiritual law might help you recognize the potential for growth and transformation in every experience. This doesn't mean ignoring or denying difficult emotions, but rather finding a way to work with them constructively. One of the interesting aspects of this spiritual law is how it can influence our creative expression. Many artists, writers, and innovators throughout history have tapped into this principle, often without explicitly naming it. As you align with this law, you might find that your own creativity flows more freely. You might discover new sources of inspiration or unique ways of expressing yourself. This principle can help you connect with the deeper wellspring of creativity that exists within and around us. This hidden spiritual law also has implications for how we approach learning and knowledge. It often suggests that true wisdom goes beyond intellectual understanding and involves a kind of knowing that engages our whole being. This might involve learning to trust your intuition more, or finding ways to integrate head knowledge with heart wisdom. As you work with this principle, you might find yourself drawn to new areas of study or unconventional ways of learning. One of the challenges in discussing this spiritual law is the limitation of language. Words can point to this principle, but they can't fully capture its essence. That's why personal experience is so important in working with this law. As you apply it in your life, you'll likely have experiences that go beyond what can be easily described. This is where the real magic happens, in those moments of direct experience that shift your understanding in profound ways. This hidden principle also has interesting implications for how we understand healing and well-being. It often suggests a more holistic approach to health that considers the mind, body, and spirit as interconnected aspects of our being. This might involve exploring alternative healing modalities or finding ways to address the root causes of imbalance in your life. By aligning with this spiritual law, you might discover new pathways to health and vitality. As we continue to explore this principle, it's important to remember that spiritual growth is not a linear process. There might be times when you feel deeply connected to this law, and other times when you struggle to sense its presence in your life. This ebb and flow is a natural part of the journey. The key is to remain open and committed to your practice, trusting that each experience is contributing to your overall growth and understanding. This spiritual law also has implications for how we relate to our emotions. It often invites us to develop a different relationship with our feelings, seeing them as valuable messengers rather than problems to be solved. This might involve learning to sit with uncomfortable emotions, or finding ways to express and release them in healthy ways. By aligning with this principle, you might discover a greater sense of emotional balance and authenticity. One of the beautiful aspects of this hidden spiritual law is how it can enhance our appreciation for the mystery of life. While it offers profound insights, it also points to the vastness of what we don't know. This principle often cultivates a sense of wonder and humility, reminding us that there's always more to learn and discover. It invites us to remain curious and open, ready to be surprised by the magic and mystery of existence. This spiritual law also has interesting implications for how we understand power and influence. It often challenges hierarchical notions of power and suggests that true influence comes from alignment with spiritual principles rather than external control. This might involve developing a different kind of leadership style or finding ways to empower others while pursuing your own goals. By working with this law, you might discover new ways of making a positive impact in the world. As we near the end of our exploration, it's important to remember that this hidden spiritual law is not something external to you. It's not a force that acts upon you from outside, but a principle that you can align with and express through your own being. In many ways, discovering and working with this law is a process of remembering your own true nature and potential. In conclusion, the fundamental principle of spiritual law we've explored today has the power to profoundly change your life. It offers a new perspective on reality, inviting you to see beyond the surface of things and connect with the deeper currents of life. By understanding and aligning with this principle, you can navigate life with greater ease, find more meaning in your experiences, and contribute to positive change in the world. Remember, this is just the beginning of your journey with this spiritual law. Each day offers new opportunities to deepen your understanding and application of this principle. Stay curious, remain open to new insights, and trust in the process of your own growth and awakening. The more you work with this law, the more you'll discover its wisdom and power in your life. As you move forward from here, take some time to reflect on what you've learned. How might this hidden spiritual principle apply to your current life situations? What small steps can you take to align more fully with this law? Trust that as you begin to work with this principle, life will present you with opportunities to deepen your understanding and experience its effects firsthand. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of a fundamental principle of spiritual law that has been hidden from you. May this knowledge serve as a catalyst for growth, transformation, and a deeper connection to the magic of life. Remember, you have the power to co-create your reality. Use this wisdom wisely and watch as new possibilities unfold in your life.